Welcome to this tutorial on building a digital notary service using Java. Today, we'll walk through the entire process of creating a service that can not only notarize documents, but also ensure their authenticity and integrity. Let's get started. First, let's outline what a digital notary service is and why it's important. A digital notary service can authenticate documents electronically and provide a secure method of verification. Now, to build our digital notary service, we need to set up our development environment. Make sure you have Java 11 or later installed and an IDE such as IntelliJ IDEA or Eclipse. We'll use Maven for dependency management, so let's create a new Maven project. If you're using IntelliJ, you can do this by selecting File-New-Project and then choosing Maven. When prompted for the group ID and artifact ID, you can use com.example for the group ID and Digital Notary for the artifact ID. Next, we need to add some dependencies to our pom.xml file. We will integrate libraries for cryptography and possibly a web framework like Spring Boot. Now, let's create a basic structure for our application. We will need a controller for handling web requests, a service layer for business logic, and a repository layer for database interactions. Let's start by creating a notary document entity that will represent the document we want to notarize. Create a new Java class in your model package. Here, we use JPA annotations to indicate that this class is a JPA entity. The @data annotation from Lombok automatically generates getters and setters for us. Now, let's create a repository interface for our entity. This will allow us to perform CRUD operations on the documents. With our repository set up, we need to create a service class. This service will handle the business logic and coordinate between the controller and the repository. In the notary service class, we've added a method to notarize documents, which creates a hash of the document content. Additionally, it saves the document to the database with a timestamp. Next, we need to create a controller that will expose an API endpoint for our notary service. This will allow users to send documents for notarization over HTTP. The Notary Controller class is equipped with a POST endpoint that accepts document content. Upon a valid request, it passes the content to our service for notarization. Now it's time to set up our application properties. In your src/main/resources directory, create an application.properties file. We'll configure our database settings there. In this configuration, we're using an in-memory H2 database, which is perfect for development. The H2 console will also be enabled for us to verify our data easily. We can now implement a simple front end. For simplicity, we'll use plain HTML and JavaScript. Create an index.html file in the src/main/resources/static directory. In this HTML file, we set up a simple user interface that allows users to enter document content. When the user clicks the Notarize button, the content is sent to our backend. Now, let's test our application. Run your Spring Boot application and navigate to http://localhost 8080. You should see the interface we just created. Input some sample document text and hit the Notarize button. You should receive a response with the document ID and hash, confirming the notarization. To verify that the notarization process works, let's check our H2 database. Open the H2 console at http://localhost 8080/h2 console and use the JDBC URL jdbc h2 mem test. You should see the notary document table populated with the notarized documents, along with their hashes and timestamps. At this point, you've built a basic digital notary service. However, we can take things further. For example, we can integrate blockchain technology to provide additional security and transparency. To implement this, consider using a blockchain library. One example is Web3j for Ethereum integration. Performance can also be enhanced using caching mechanisms to speed up lookups. Now, let's talk about testing your application. Testing is crucial, especially when dealing with financial or legal documents. Use JUnit and Mockito to write unit tests for your service and controller classes. In this test case, we mock the notary service to simulate its behavior while testing our controller. This way, we can ensure that our API behaves as expected without relying on the actual service implementation. Finally, don't forget about security. Implement security measures like HTTPS and consider OAuth 2 for client authentication. Spring Security provides excellent support for these features. As we wrap up, thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a comment if you have questions, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more programming tutorials. Happy coding, and see you in the next video.